Hi, Debbie Rosemont with Simply Placed, and I want to share another idea that's a small thing you can do to make a big difference in your time management and organization. One thing that derails people and causes clutter, disorganization, and poor time management is packing too much into a day and not leaving any transition time in between activities or meetings. So when your day is full of activity and you go right from one thing to another, it's really easy, very tempting to just throw things aside rather than putting them where they belong. So that's one problem, because then when you go to look for those items, they're not where they should be and you're wasting time. So it might feel fast to just set it here for now because you're rushing off to the next thing, but you'll be glad you took the time and had transition time in between meetings and activities when you then go to look for those items next. Another thing that can happen when we run from one meeting or activity to the other is we don't take time to download. That means figuring out what just occurred that you need to follow up on, what you need to add to your task list, and get those items listed or in your task management system before you move on to the next thing. It's easy for things to slip through the cracks if we're not in the habit of doing that after each meeting or activity. The other thing that can happen when we have our day that's too full is that we're not prepared for each meeting or activity. So if we're running there right from another one, we may not have what we need with us, or we might not be on the right page with our mind and focus to really get the most out of that meeting or activity. So my suggestion when you're planning your day is to not hard schedule more than 50% of your day when you can avoid it. We're going to have days where it's unavoidable and we have to have a fuller schedule than others. But when you can plan transition time in between meetings and activities to plan for the next, to download thoughts and tasks, and to put things where they go, you're going to find that you're more organized and a better manager of your time. So transition time in between activities and meetings, it's a small thing you can do that will make a big difference in your time management. I'm Debbie Rosemont with Simply Placed.